Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Has the car market affected HVAC companies and in result affected your bottom line, what you're paying your heating and air guy? We're going to talk about that in this video. First, let me back up a little bit and just say that, during the making of this video, we're kind of coming out of this pandemic, or at least I hope we're coming out of it. The car market has taken a hit probably more than any other industry because of the pandemic. And that coupled with shortages in certain materials, like computer chips from other countries. All this stuff has really taken its toll and put a shortage on the market. This may be creating a bubble, meaning we may see prices drop at some point. I kind of hope they do, obviously. Sometimes with inflation, it just never falls. The rest of the market just catches up. I'm no economic expert. I just love history. That said, the service industry, including heating and air contractors, have been hit maybe the most by this. Just a year or two ago, if you didn't want to buy a new van, you could go buy a used van or truck. You could buy it for a fraction of what they're being sold for now. When I started Griffin Air, the first van I ever bought, it was an old beat up used Chevrolet van. It had one of those bulletproof 6.0 motors. And so we went and bought this thing, and it already had like a gob of miles on it, and we spent like 10 grand on it. For us starting out, little small business for Griffin Air, that was a lot of money back then. But now you see vans that are very similar, vans with way over 200,000 miles, and guys are asking ridiculous prices at 10, 20 grand for a van that is probably not even going to last much longer. But they can ask that because a lot of folks have no other options. So how is that going to affect the heating and air market? Well, I think that there's a chance that it may mean less businesses are going to get started. Vehicles being so high in price. I remember when I started out, before I bought that first van, I had this little utility trailer. I had it all lettered up with Griffin Air stuff. We were just starting out. My point in bringing that up is guys now, if they are ambitious and they want to start something, they want to start their own service business of some type, they're going to have to get creative. If they don't have the money to purchase one of these service vehicles, they're going to have to figure out a way to do their work out of something. Another way it's affected the market is some contractors, some heating and air businesses and other service businesses, they're simply just paying the higher prices. They're doing the math and they're saying, well, if I could put another truck on the road, another van on the road, and put a butt in that seat, and they can go out and make money, that might be more worth it to me to just go ahead and spend the extra money that a lot of these companies are asking for these vans. New vans today, a lot of these guys might not have bought new in the past. They might have bought one of those lower end, high mile used vehicles, but now that they're so high in price, they're just going ahead and biting the bullet and buying new. And so when they do that, then some cases they're having to raise their prices to pay for that, which again affects you, the consumer. So does this mean that we're going to see people getting more creative? I think so. High gas prices may mean that companies look at newer technology vehicles. I've never seen an electric van except for maybe on the internet. Maybe we're going to start seeing that for the first time. We're going to see painters and roofers and heating and air guys, electricians, everybody just showing up to your house in vehicles that we've never seen before. Someday, maybe everything will be electric. But with today's circumstances, will that force things to fast forward even quicker? Is it possible that you may see someone pull into your driveway in the next year or two in an electric van? What do I think? I personally think that we're going to see things we've never seen before in the next 10 years. New technologies that were either thought of recently because of today's events, or technologies that have been around for a while but didn't seem feasible for the market are now going to be forced into the market because of these prices, high gas prices, and all the things going on in today's market. I'm not some weird government conspiracy guy, but I do think people in high places are going to be having lunches, discussing things, figuring things out, and deciding where we're going to go from here at the highest levels. I genuinely think people in our government, CEOs of large corporations, and people of that sort are definitely going to be having discussions, trying to figure things out. And because of what we're seeing today, we may see some changes, like it or not. What do you think? Comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you seen an electric van? I remember a friend of mine telling me recently, just a few months ago, that they had a pizza delivered by a car that no one was in, that no one was manning the car, no one was driving it. It was a robot that delivered his pizza. And so I think we're going to see all kinds of nutty stuff. You know, I don't think you're going to see a van pull up to your house with no heating and air guy in it and somehow fix your air conditioner anytime soon. But I do think we're going to see things that we've never seen before just in the next decade. My daughter, who's only 1, is going to grow up in a world very different from the world I grew up in. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next time.